What's up, Titans fans? It's your boy CD back again with another episode of Titan Up Today. Today's episode is all about the NFL Pick'em. That's right. Me and the crew bring to you Week 10 Sunday and Monday night matchups, all the winners, all the losers, coming to you first right here on the Titan Up Today show. But no need to delay. Let's get right down to it. All right, so as you know, Week 10 has officially already begun. Thursday night, the Colts beat the Titans 34-17 in a crazy game. It was a great game until it wasn't in the third quarter, where the Tennessee Titans special teams completely imploded and allowed the floodgates to run them clean over. That game is over with, but we do have a ton of games to select for you today. I cannot wait to bring them to you. But first off, before we do that, let's take a peek at the standings, where we stand after Week 9. Looking at the Pick'em standings, Jake Witt still atop the standings at 91 wins, 42 losses. That's a 684 win percentage. And C to the D, that is me, has a 86 wins, 47 losses with a 647. Currently in second place by myself, now only 5 games back after putting up a 12-2 week last week. Courtney, 85 and 48. A-Town takes a little bit of a stumble as he goes from second place down to fourth place, currently 83 and 50. Down there, bright side, Lund, 76 and 57. That's a win percentage of 571. Right now, it's Week 10. Plenty of time for this whole standings to shuffle up and down the board at least one, if not 2 more times before the Super Bowl picks by our crew. But the Super Bowl is way too far away. Let's get right down to Week 10 and these picks. The first matchup that I got for you is the Houston Texans. Houston Texans currently 2-6, going to Cleveland to play the Cleveland Browns, who are 5-3. Houston Texans barely beating the Jacksonville Jaguars last week, a team that they should have really dismantled. You would think 2 teams both 1-6 at the point in time, but they had to struggle, but they did get that win. Cleveland last week, they didn't win. And they didn't lose. They were on a bye, so they get to rest, and they also got Nick Chubb back. Right now, Vegas has Cleveland to win this game by 3 points. The over-under is 49 points. I have Cleveland to win this game in a shootout. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. Cleveland wins this game 31-30. It's going to be a close one, but Cleveland pulls it out even without OBJ. Check that. All right, so next up, Washington football team traveling at 2-6 to Detroit. A team that's reeling. They look bad. Sometimes they look like they can do something, but just don't look too healthy. Galladay obviously was out last week again. Detroit is now 3-5. Losing to Minnesota, and Minnesota ran the ball all over them with ease. Dalvin Cook put up 200 plus, and they took him out. I think he only had like 18 carries, or maybe even less than that. Then they took him out, gave him a rest, and let Madison eat for a little bit. They were able to do whatever they wanted to against Detroit, and I think that this is something that Washington, even though their pass game has not been too terrific, I think their run game and Antonio Gibson does something special. Right now, the game is currently off the board, so I got no over under for you. I got no spread, but I do have a prediction for you. I have Washington winning this game 24-23. Again, another tight game. These are 2 teams that both aren't really too good, but I like Washington's defense to hold down Stafford and their offense. And again, that rushing game of the Detroit Lions that they don't really use, I think they stop them and win this game. Next up, Jacksonville Jaguars 1-7. Again, very bottom barrel team at this point. They came out with the rookie Luton. He played actually okay against the Texans defense. They'll be going up against the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are not the Texans, and they come in 6-2, playing at home in Lambeau. This game, this is the blowout of the week, I believe. But right now, Green Bay's favored to win by 13.5 points, over under a 50.5. Me, as well as everybody else on the crew, we have Green Bay to win this game. I say Green Bay wins it big, 41-24. When you score 41 points, that means it's not all offense. I think there's going to be a defensive score at some point. Look for mistakes by Jacksonville and Green Bay just capitalizing on those mistakes, and also Devontae Adams having a ball out there. Good season so far. All right, next, Philadelphia Eagles 3-4-1. That tie against Seattle or Cincinnati way back in the day is still lingering. New York Giants 2-7 after coming off that weird win last week, but they did win. So I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Washington didn't play too well. But again, it's an NFC least division game, so anything's possible. Phillies right now favored to win this game by 3 points. The over-under is 40.5. I have Philadelphia to win this game. Alshon Jeffries looks like he's going to be healthy and play this week. Also, Miles Sanders coming out should be able to play this week. This is going to allow them to have a little bit of offense, but they have to be able to do something through the air and on the ground and also stop Daniel Jones, even though he's throwing more interceptions than he throws touchdowns. He has 9 picks to 8 touchdowns. Again, NFC least, who knows? I got Philadelphia winning this game 23-14. Next up, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. That's right. Coming off of the game that I called, I knew it was about time that was going to happen. They've been playing bum teams all season long, and as soon as they played a team that was worthy, they would take the L. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not think that they would just get shellacked like they did, but it happened. And Tom Brady looked like a human, a regular human being, somebody who works at Target, that they said, hey, you mind playing quarterback, whatever, for this week? Didn't look too good, but not going to beat up on my Bucks. I'm sorry, on my Bucks fans. Not my Bucks by any means, but my Bucks fans. I know too many of them. But Tampa Bay, 6-3, traveling to Carolina to play the 3-6 Carolina Panthers. They finally got Christian McCaffrey back last week. He went off just like we expected, and now he's hurt, and he won't be available this week. The Bucks currently are slated to win this game by 5.5 points. 50.5 over under. Me, as well as the rest of the crew, have Tampa Bay to win this game. Again, a game that is just on the schedule, and they're supposed to win because the team's coming in not healthy and just not good enough to beat them. In this case, they're not really a good team in Carolina, so the Bucks have to win this game. They win 28-23. Just waiting for another team to come along on that schedule. I'll pick against them shortly. All right. Next up, the Denver Broncos, 3-5, going against the Las Vegas Raiders, who are 5-3. The Broncos, Jekyll and Hyde game last week against Atlanta. They were unable to stop Matt Ryan and that offense. I guess that offense now is like a huge offense that can put up like big points. Not so much. But Denver's defense, not where it needs to be at. I think the Las Vegas Raiders run, and then a little bit of pass thrown in here should be enough to beat a Denver Broncos team, but we'll see. Las Vegas Raiders currently favored to win this game by 5. 51 point flat over under on this game. I have the Vegas Raiders to win this game 30-26, another high scoring game. The Raiders at times aren't able to stop everyone. I think Drew Lock is able to put something together, and Jerry Jeudy, having a great game against us in week 1, went off of like a cliff. Like you could not see him at all, and all of a sudden last week, now he looks like he might be starting to get something going. Drew Lock and him, that could be a good duo down the road, just not this week. All right, next up, the Los Angeles Chargers. This team has all the worst luck in the NFL. They have it all, and I don't know if they continue to have it all this week. Let's start off and let's talk about them. So they're 2-6 right now going into this game. They just barely lost to the Raiders last week. Justin Herbert, you're on the wrong team. I don't know what team you need to be on, but the Chargers is not it. You're throwing so many yards, doing so many things through the air. You look like, to me, the rookie of the year now. Fast forward, Joe Burrow, I don't know what he's going to be able to do for the remainder of the year, but right now Herbert, with less starts, is doing more damage through the air. You're going up against Miami, another rookie, and Tua. Again, I'm not too sold on the guy just yet, but the 5-3 Dolphins defense is outstanding. They're doing some really, really good things. Come out of Arizona with the win. Tua actually looked legit, putting up some good stats through the air as well as on the ground using his legs. Was very efficient. But I don't know if he can do it. I haven't been sold on him just yet. We'll see how he can do. Right now, Miami's favored to win this game by 2.5 points. The over-under is 48. I have Tua to win this game. Again, I'm not too impressed with him, but I think that the Miami Dolphins defense is able to kind of stymie a little bit Justin Herbert. He's still going to kind of do his thing, but the Chargers and their bad luck, I don't think it turns over now. And also, they have to travel from the West Coast all the way back to the East Coast. Miami wins this game. Mark that down. All right. Buffalo Bills, currently now 7-2, towards the top of the AFC. They're going up against the Arizona Cardinals, who just had a weird loss Again, that was one of my losses from last week, the only 2 losses that I lost. But this game, how do you miss a field goal? He lined it up right down the pipe, and I'm like, all right, that's good. They're going to go into OT, and he missed it short. It was a 49-yard field goal. He just missed it short. Zane Gonzalez has a lot of leg. I don't know exactly what happened, but that's how they lost that game. Anyways, Arizona Cardinals are 5-3, and their offense is able to do whatever they want to on the ground, whatever they want to in the air. This team is good. Arizona currently favored by 2 points. The over-under is 56 points. That's a lot of points. A lot of points. Buffalo just put up a ton of points up against a Seattle Seahawks on defense that is really good, is sound. Hasn't been putting up really great numbers all season, but is good. We know Pete Carroll usually puts out a good defense, but the Seattle Seahawks team in whole is a Super Bowl favorite with the MVP, and the Buffalo Bills defense did a lot to stop that. I think that the Buffalo Bills are actually a lot better, but do they win this game? I don't know. The crew, I said the Bills do win this game. The Bills win this game 31-27. They do cover that spread. It's going to be a lot of point scores. It's going to be another exciting game. You have Josh Allen, who's going to be slinging the ball all over the place. You got the number 1 wide receiver in the game right now in receptions and yardage, and Stephon Diggs. He's having a ball, leaving Minnesota, going to the Bills, and Josh Allen has been finding him. I think that they're going to have a difficult time stopping Kyler Murray, scrambling all around and running. Also, D-Hop will be lining up against Trey White. That should be a great matchup to watch this week, but Buffalo gets it done. Expect that. Speaking of Seattle Seahawks currently 6-2 after losing to Buffalo. They had to travel all the way from the West Coast all the way to the far East Coast. This week they're on the road again, but they only have to travel to the West Coast. They're playing the LA Rams. The Rams 5-3, currently favored to win this game by 1.5 points. 55.5 points over under. Again, a lot of points. The West, there should be a lot of points scored in this game. Do they cover? I don't think so. And also, I have the Rams to win this game. I think the Rams are going to get their stuff together, beat the Seahawks, and the Seahawks take 2 losses in a row. Rams win 30-24 in a really good game. Now, next up, another West Coast team, San Francisco 49ers. Again, their goal, it seems like, to get to the record of 4-9. They're currently 4-5 right now. They're playing against New Orleans, who is on a sky high right now after beating the brakes off of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at their house. New Orleans are now 6-2. They're favored to win this game by 9 points. 49 points over under. San Francisco is still hurt. They're out there playing with practice squad players. They'll be playing again with their backup quarterback, backup tight ends, backup wide receivers. And I think that maybe they might be getting their running back in Rashawn Mostert. But we'll see how that works out for them. The running game, they'll need as many people as they can to stop this New Orleans team that's been basically on fire the past couple weeks here now. But the Aints currently favored again by 9 points. I have the Aints winning this game 34-26. Should be a lot better of a game than what people say. 9 points is a lot. I don't think that they cover that 9 points, but they definitely win this game. Next up, this is a weird game for me, a really weird game. On paper, Cincinnati Bengals 2-5-1 playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are undefeated. They're the best team in the NFL by record, but they're not even the best team in the NFL. They're 8-0. It is what it is. Right now, Vegas has them off of the board. There's nothing to be said about the spread. They were currently spread it out to win, I believe, by like 6 points, but then they took it off after the whole COVID scare. We still don't know 100% if Ben Roethlisberger is going to be able to play in this game, but as of yesterday, he was still on the COVID list. I think he might still be on the COVID list right now. Hasn't been to practice all week, but Mike Tomlin seems confident that Roethlisberger is going to be able to play. As you can see here, we had a mixed bag based off of that. Mason Rudolph is not the guy. We know that. But I think that Ben Roethlisberger finds his way on the field. And if Roethlisberger finds his way on the field, even though he has no practice at all, I think the warm-ups are enough for an old, savvy vet to just lock in with his guys, Claypool, Smith-Schuster, Washington, and the little fast guy, Deontay Johnson. I think they lock in and win this game. Pittsburgh wins 24-20. Cincinnati, I'm sorry. You lose another one. It'll be close, but you lose another one. Trust that. Next, stay in the AFC North just a little bit. The Baltimore Ravens, 6-2, coming off that win against the Colts last week. Big win for them. They go up against the New England Pat. They're not even the same. They're 3-5, a shell of their old Patriot self. They did win a game barely. That was my second loss, was the Jets. I picked the Jets, and they barely lost this game. They were 0-8 going to that game. The Jets, they get the bye this week and get to take a break. But nonetheless, Pats are supposed to lose this game. Baltimore is favored by 7 points. So over under 43.5. I have Baltimore along with everyone else to win this game. I'm saying Baltimore wins 27-13. Baltimore defense steps up, holds Cam, and they run the ball down their throat for 60 minutes. Baltimore wins. That's Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football looks like this. Minnesota Vikings, 3-5. Dalvin Cook comes into Chicago looking to cook again. Chicago 5-4, and they look absolutely miserable. I've been saying it all season long that they're pretenders, that they're not the team that they think that they are. Nick, I'm sorry. Just giving you facts. Last week, we broke you guys in half. The game was not nearly as close as what it was. You looked bad. The offense doesn't look like they can do anything. The defense is playing extremely well, but Minnesota seems to be on fire. Right now, they're favored to win this game as the road dog. 2.5 points. The over-under is 44 points. As you can see here, we got a little bit of a mixed bag. I have Chicago winning this game. Chicago wins. They come. They're home. They figure it out. Matt Nagy gets out of his own playbook, gets out of his own head. Nick Foles throws the ball for further than 7 yards, but I think it's the defense. The defense wins this game. Chicago wins 17-13. Watch out for Chicago's defense to take over. Dalvin Cook does not run for 100 yards. They're going to completely stymie Dalvin Cook. They're going to make Kirk Cousins have to handle this game and win this game, and as we all know, he's not that guy. And that's what Monday Night Football looks like. Chicago Bears win in a sloppy NFC North division rivalry, 17-13. You like that? And that right there does it for Week 10 NFL Pick'ems. If you like this episode or any other episode in the past, click the like button. Also, show your boy some love. Click the subscribe button and click that notifications bell. Get yourself notified the next time I upload another episode of Tighten Up Today. But until the next time, I got one question for you. Why tighten up tomorrow when you can tighten up today?